Springs is going to have Ocean Springs back 110%. We back each other. Everybody I've seen, we back each other. And for them to push this narrative and really push it just shows me is like you have no idea who you're dealing with or who you're messing with. And I think he's
said you didn't have great reception, but you did have reception, did you not?
No, there was reception there. It just wasn't great, and it wasn't great enough for people, in my opinion, to upload. You can make a phone call potentially, but you wasn't gonna upload data to a social media account. Now, could people take the steps to do it if they're dedicated enough? Yes, but it doesn't appear that would have been a frequent thing, given the fact that you probably had 1 or 2 bars out there. And I heard evidence of that. Not only did I see evidence of it when I went out there myself personally with my cell phone, when I listened to the CETO call, you could tell that the call dropped out several times. It seemed like they were having trouble at times hearing each other. So it is consistent. And anybody that travel out there that have gone to the 4th of July celebration, they know that the reception is not very great. So the videos that they showed me in call logs were things that were not associated to social media, that they never posted on social media. It was, pictures and videos that they took on their phone.
All right, so you heard that, right? Okay. It was something problematic with that kid, what that guy said. He said Ocean Springs is going to have Ocean Springs back no matter what. All right, so no matter what, huh? Maybe to hide, let's say, a murder, possibly. When you say Ocean Springs have Ocean Springs back, you're talking about the entire city, no matter what they do? Okay. And then the phone reception. Were they having bad phone reception on that call, or did he keep muting the phone? Sound like he was muting the phone. That's what it sounded like to me, that he was muting the phone. The call dropped. Was the call dropped, or was he muting the phone? That's my question. So let me just say this. Here's one thing, because we know now that I believe it's Warren, his dad, has put up $50,000 for anybody that have any information on what happened to Nolan on the 4th of July, right? Now, Officer Tatum was like, well, why would he put up $50,000 if his son didn't have nothing to do with it? Like Nancy Gray said, we don't know who had anything to do with what. We don't know. We don't know who had anything to do with it. Just because they sat down and had an interview with you don't mean that they're not lying. We don't know. We weren't there. Trayston said that Ocean Springs has Ocean Springs back no matter what. So when he said that, no matter what, could you want to hide a murder? Are you guys going to keep your mouth shut no matter what? I'm just asking. I don't know what that means, no matter what. Okay? I think over here, we have a good enough crowd over here. We have a mature enough audience over here that watch these videos that I make to know we lived enough, right? You can't fool us. You lived enough. We lived enough. We had a lot of experiences. And he can't fool me. See, a lot of young people think new things are happening. There's nothing new under the sun. So to answer his question, if his dad put up 50,000, why would he do that to lock his son up? I don't know. We don't know if he didn't do it or not. We don't know. We don't know if he had any involvement. It don't matter if he putting up the $50,000. You ever heard of a game called chess? That could be a chess move for all I know. Because like that kid said, Ocean Springs, right, has Ocean Springs back no matter what. Anything you can and say will be held against you in a court of law, including that interview, if they had something to do with it. Like Nancy Gray said, I don't know if they're lying or not. He said, did they take a polygraph test or did they take a lie detector test? He said, and he was stumbling over his words, he didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. And then now he's saying that the stepmother was the one that called him to set up this interview, which is the judge. She's a judge out there. Okay, Warren's stepmother is a judge, as we know. So she called Officer Tatum. It's really telling that all the vloggers that they use Officer Tatum. That's really telling for me that they use Officer Tatum. It gives me understanding of their thought process. It gives me understanding. And not taking nothing away from anybody. Okay. We're just trying to get some understanding, just like everybody else. That's all we're doing. Just trying to get a little bit of understanding and go from there. Okay. So again, he didn't ask the hard questions. He didn't even say to them, "What do you think happened to Nolan?" He didn't say that, because if they lawyered up, because the guy said, "You damn right I lawyered up." That's what Warren said. You damn right I lawyered up. So there's certain things they can't talk about. But if I didn't do anything, there's no reason for me to lawyer up, unless, if they worried about wrongful death suits and stuff like that, because whoever owned the boat, they could get sued and they could be liable, because if he was on the boat and he went out to Horn Island and he didn't come back, they could be responsible. They could get sued. So yeah, it's okay for people to lawyer up, but they didn't even, well, he claimed the next day that they went out and helped look for Nolan. But the fact of the matter is, you guys all arrived home safely and sound. Nolan didn't. His parents has a right to ask questions. And again, Trayston, you said that they're lying. The family say they don't know who you are.
With Nolan, and that you guys would know him. Do you know him? Do you recognize him?
No, I don't. Just because you park your vehicle in someone's yard doesn't mean that they have to know you. Sounds more to me like he's more focused on getting people to know him and getting away from the fact that his so-called best friend is not here anymore. Everyone that they may have interviewed are at home. Our son isn't. Our son should be in college right now. We should be receiving phone calls from him about how his day went, but we can't. And we just want everybody to focus on what the real subject matter is. And that
Understood.
is
Understood.
find out what happened.
Okay, you heard that, right, Trace? They said they don't know who you are. Okay, all right, you left your car over the house or whatever. He don't even know who you are. So you think they're lying? I would be more, if I'm a betting man, I would go with them, what they're saying. And then another thing is they're saying that, well, how come they're alienating people in the city? You damn right I'll be alienating people in the city. Something happened to my son. I don't know who did it. I don't know if your son did it. I don't know if your son did it. I don't know if your daughter did it. I'm alienating myself from them because I want the investigators do their job. I want the investigators to do their job. I want the investigators to do their job. I don't have to talk to you. Okay? I don't unless you can tell me what happened to my son, then I'll talk to you. Okay? They don't trust nobody out there. I could tell. They're on code. They don't trust nobody. In that little hick town, they don't trust nobody. I wouldn't either. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they move out of that hick town. I wouldn't be surprised. Y'all too good for that town. Okay? Y'all too good for that. Y'all need to go ahead and move up out of Mississippi. Y'all need to move, man. You see they couldn't even keep Lane Kiffin, man. They couldn't even keep him. That's a dig, for Ole Miss. So look, I don't believe them. I don't believe them, nor do I think they're lying. I'm just not going to sit there and put all my faith in them. I'm not doing that because I wasn't there. Like Nancy Gray said, they're going to have to, what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to corroborate everything that they're saying, meaning they got to prove it. If you said you were at point A and you went to point B, then point C, then point D, all right, let's see that you did do that. Let's see it. Let's see it. That's what I go on. We go on receipts. I'm not taking nobody's word for it. Okay? What happened to Nolan? That's the question. Let's stay focused. I don't care about nothing else. People are going to war with each other, talking about each other. We gotta stay focused, man. We can't turn this into a circus. Let's stay focused. Okay. What happened to Nolan? Okay. There's some things that we know. There's some X's and the unknowns, and there's some knowns. We know that he got to Horn Island on a boat. We know that he did not spend the night at his house the night before. He was at a friend's house. Okay. From there, they set out to Horn Island in the morning. At some point, they said there was something wrong with their boat. They called sea tow. Then they said they didn't need the Coast Guard or anything like that. He claims that his friend, which was Bart, towed him out. Bart even said this by way of his lawyer that he towed him out. They said they told Nolan, let's go. He was with that girl, had his arm on that girl. What type of language is that girl? Okay. Remember, Trayson. Remember what he said. Remember what he said, guys. Ocean Springs has Ocean Springs back, no matter what. Remember that. Okay, I remember that, sir. That y'all got each other's back no matter what. Why would what? Damn, that sounds like that, huh? What if there's a PDF file walking around there? You gonna have his back no matter what because he's from Ocean Springs? Are you crazy? And another thing is, Tracy, you had your arms crossed the entire time. I'm just critiquing. You had your arms crossed the entire time. Body language like a mug, man. The body language was off. Tired of playing games, man. Y'all something else, man. That's just what I wanted to say, guys. My time is up. I will be back. But you guys know, man, we know something is off here. Somebody did it, bro. We just don't know who. Hopefully the family gets some answers at the press conference today. They did say that the district attorney is working with them. She getting some information in. There's a lot of people interviewing that's coming in with information. So more than likely we get to the bottom of it. I'm hoping that they'll get to the bottom of this to get some answers. Give us a like, give us a follow, guys. And yeah, all of my contact information will be down in the description. So there you go. All the social media contacts and stuff like that will be down in the description. I will talk to you next time. Take care.